Hey, it's MK, and I am back with another Follow a Sketch February. This is the sketch that I will be pretending to create today. I also kind of sort of wanted to introduce a new Mixed Media Friday that we will be doing, and I kind of thought that this would be a perfect layout to do this with, considering there looks like there's a little bit of mixed media behind this sketch. And so I thought that I would show you guys how to use your mixed media other than using them on backgrounds. We always use them on backgrounds. And so I love using mixed media for all the things, you guys. Changing embellishments to different colors, making my own paper, things like that. So I am using this kit by Reminisce. It is called the Movie Night Kit. I picked out one singular piece of paper for my background. I love it. And then I flipped it over and thought, ooh, which one do I like better? I'm also using the sticker sheet that came in this kit. And then I used a previous paper from this kit, and I have a branding strip left over, and I kind of flashed that up as well. For my mixed media, I'm using Close to My Heart shimmer pens in all these colors. And at first, the pens did not come with the colors listed on the outside of the lid or anything. It just has that color mark. And so I went and put labels on. Also from Altenew, I'm using these two water brush color markers. And then that way I can, again, alter some of my embellishments. Here's that branding strip. It's just a little strip of popcorn. I thought it was kind of cute since all my kids are sitting there in a row with a popcorn bowl in their lap. I have some distress ink that I already showed you guys as well. That's how I'm going to make my own paper, or at least my own colored cardstock using just plain white. And then I have a couple die cuts. I believe these 3 pieces are from a kit club that I received, and then this one I purchased from a shop. And to be honest, I've had them for quite a while. I don't remember the shop. It could have been Redefine Creative. But I don't remember, you guys. That's the only one that I can think of in my brain. So for my paper, I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to kind of seem a little chaotic. So I'm just going to rub my ink pad over the paper, splash some water on it, wait about 5 seconds, and then there me counting, and then dab it up with my paper towel. Use the wet part of my paper towel to wipe up my messy mat, and I'm done. Ta-da! So now for this cut file, it is clearly too big for my entire layout. So I'm going to cut it up and use it into 2 different spots. I'm not afraid to do this because it kind of sort of all works really well together. And I just, I need it to work for me, and I'm just going to kind of alter it. Now, at first I thought I was going to color very far away, and then I thought you guys can't see anything. It's just me moving the image around. But when I do zoom in and make close-ups, I kind of forget where the camera is, and so I'm a little bit down all the time, you guys. So I apologize about that, but I wanted you guys to get a little close-up. So I'm taking my Altenew markers, and the first thing I did was color the popcorn, and I thought I was going to get fancy and color some spots in and whatnot. No, I just really liked the way that it looked all by its lonesome. But then I decided that the 2 reds that I have weren't exactly the red that I was going for. I'm sorry, every time I say that, I think it's Star Wars. Anyways, they weren't exactly the color I was looking for. And so I thought that I would go from light to dark, blending in, which isn't a very good blend, but I still achieved the color that I was looking for with the red when I put down my my watercolor first and then my shimmer brush next. So I really liked it, and I plan on doing it again. And then I took the stars and kind of made them an orangey yellow, which is the orangey yellow that I was actually going to shade the popcorn in. So speaking of which, shading the popcorn, this is kind of like my anti-backing a cut file. So when I don't feel like backing a cut file, I color my cut files and I give them life by adding all of this color. And that way it looks like a solid image, but you'll still be able to see everything behind it and it won't take from the background. I really enjoy doing this with my cut files a lot, actually, especially ginormous words and lots of images that, so like for this one here, I would have backed my popcorn with white. So that way I had red and white, or I could have done it with red and then had, white with red. But I think I would have done it with white. Yep. And then I definitely would have done the popcorn with the darker orange. So, hey, there's my shading. But my movie reel, I probably would have done with white. And so I thought, well, that's just silly. I should have just, had it solid. Anyways, you guys, I'm just talking outside. So here I am taking the exact same technique. I'm putting my watercolor first, and then I'm going over with my shimmer brush pen, and I like the combination that I get, even though I'm not really blending. No, this has not been treated with gesso. It hasn't been anything, and you can't see where I'm coloring either because I forget that I'm zoomed in. Yes, I do. And then I decided to take all of my little bits that I was going to leave white and color them black. Now, can I cut these out in black? Well, yes, I can, but I receive all of these in white, and I actually do like them in white because if I decided that I didn't want to do black and I wanted to do blue and I don't have cardstock in my stash, then I just do white, you guys. I love using my markers and things like this to color, and I mean not like Copa color or however you guys say it, you guys. I seriously, I'm a messy colorer, and this is as good as it gets. So, I can't even color in a straight line. That's why my messy mat keeps getting all messy. Plus, when you go to color, and I'm holding my images down with the lid, by the way. When you go to color images like this that have been cut with a machine, the blade leaves a little edge on the paper, and it kind of curls that paper up. So with these markers and the fine tip of them, I kind of have to rock and roll my markers around to make sure that I'm getting all of the edges and not leaving that white lift. And so it is kind of a pill to do, but I love doing it. It's relaxing, and I love the way that it looks. All right, last thing I'm going to do, because I decided that I really want this layout to be red, I'm going to make my ticket a little bit red. I just took a blending brush and my ink pad that I already picked out, rubbed it, sprayed it, counted to 5, wiped it up, and I'm done. But then when I put my whole layout together, I realized that it was just a little bit too much red. And so I end up leaving that ticket out because it was just all red. And I really love this red, you guys. And I kind of seem to have pulled that color from my photo without even thinking about it. You guys, I don't even look at my photos. When I put a layout together, I don't coordinate my colors at all with my photos when I'm doing layouts. In all honesty, I pull papers and product that I want to play with, and that's it. So anyways, but I did end up going a little on the red side, and there's a lot of red in my photo. It's kind of orangey red, but hey, it still works. Anyways, I cut a rather large photo mat out of this yellow. Again, I wanted it to kind of represent popcorn, and that's why I wanted it to look really messy and grungy. And it does kind of look like popcorn. Anyways. Sorry. And I wanted it to be a bold, bright photo mat for my photos. And then I decided to do a smaller red one. Again, I just had red and yellow stuck in my head. And I probably came from the movie paper kit that I picked. But instead of putting the red straight on my photo, I'm going to angle it just ever so slightly. And the photo is tilted as well in the layout. And instead of having about 3 different types of what look like washi strips for me, I'm going to use the popcorn strip, and then I'm going to cut this movie reel and make it work for me. And then realize that where I want my main cut file to be, the movie reel kind of gets lost. So I take out the other half of the movie reel. Yay, I got it for next project. And then that's when I realized the red ticket was a bit too much. I should have made it a different color. So now I'm going to stop what I'm doing because I need to know what it is that is going to fill that bottom corner, because I took the title and I moved it over to the left instead of putting it on the right. Now my cut file is representing all the goodness that is going around it's going around the photo. So it looks like they've got flowers and tags and leaves and things like that. I'm just throwing a cut file down instead of, adding all these layers and stuff. I think it works out perfectly fine. I did find another little film strip that I can put along with my border strips, so that way it just looks a little fuller and looks like, you know, I intentionally meant to have a strip go across. I am going to cut it so I can use it in 2 different spots. I'm not too worried by this point whether or not it is straight across my page. Nope. I just went ahead and layered it up and laid it down, and I think it looks great. Again, I moved my photo over, or my title over to the left instead of keeping it where it is in the sketch. And then I did add a bunch of gold splatters before I started adding my cut file, because I didn't want them on my cut files. But I went and added those because it looks like they are all over this layout. This is actually a really good layout, or a really good sketch. I love this sketch, you guys. I was really excited to do it, and when I start these projects, I have no idea what they're really going to turn out looking like. But I like the jumping off point of a sketch, and I like where it ends up. So I decided to go with 2 teal tickets that were on my Park Lane sticker sheets that I picked up at Joann's a while ago. I decided to go with those to kind of fill in the gap that I intended for my other ticket cut file. And plus it brought in another color. That orange really matches my stars really well. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have 2 of them. So it's absolutely perfect that I brought in 2 of those teal tickets. And then the film strip that is attached to the other 2 tickets actually go along with my border strip. So I thought, that's perfect. Yay. Didn't even plan it. Nope. So I'm going to go through and just cut down, oh my god, glue down my cut file with little dabs of glue here and there and everywhere. And because I used shimmer brushes, if I rubbed it a little bit too hard, the glitter does kind of transfer onto my finger, but not a whole lot. It's not like, oh my gosh, I have glitter everywhere. It is definitely not one of those. So I just use another piece of paper to rub them down on, and that way I'm not getting glitter everywhere. And you know, for the photo, it's just a cute little movie night that I am having with the kids. Dad was out of town, and why not? This is what we love to do on a Friday night, and yeah, wanted to document it because it is something that we do together. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and I just wanted, wow, I just wanted to share how there are more uses for your mixed media products other than just creating backgrounds and then covering them up with all your good stuff. It is something that I absolutely love to do, and I do hope that you guys join me on Friday nights for our new mixed media mayhem that we will be having going on, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.